It's just the anticipation's been building.
All right, here we go.
Does my mic sound okay?
You sound
Do I
great.
sound all right? Okay, good. Okay, cool.
Yay. Hello.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Boom.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
We're back. Hooray. So welcome back to DnDnDistance. We have decided to call this campaign The Shadows of Blackrock.
Oh my god.
Is that right? The Shadows at Blackrock? The Shadows
I thought it was
of
the
Blackrock?
shadows-
I thought it was Broken Rock.
Broken Rock.
Broken Rock. Blackrock is a different thing. I think Blackrock is like that big
mercenary
hedge fund
group
or mercenary group. I don't know. Broken Rock. The Shadows of Broken Rock.
Correct.
Yeah, still settling into that title, obviously. So welcome back. It's been a little while since we played, so does somebody want to try their best to catch us up on what happened last time?
Ghosts and stuff.
Ghost stuff. Yep, that's it.
Ghosts and stuff.
That's it. Got it in one.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see. We investigated that haunted mansion, which we were sure was not going to be haunted. And
But
then
it was.
Dahlia found out the hard way
Joke's
that
on
it
you.
most definitely was haunted,
Yeah.
thanks to
Mhm.
Yeah.
a creepy, what was it, like a rocking chair, a rocking horse, something was like moving.
It was a rocking piano.
It was a
or
weird old
something.
lady.
a rocking piano, and then it was
There's
playing.
a piano. There's a piano that was peeing.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh,
I forgot about that. And then Crumb
Emphasis on the
decided to drink the
piano.
pee. That happened.
Well, we didn't know it was piano P at the time.
Look, it's natural. It's very natural.
It's totally natural.
What did we decide that it actually was though? Like ghost ichor or what was it?
I never specified,
Ecto cooler.
but it was just urine.
Oh,
Okay, so
Just urine.
I thought it tastes familiar.
This is not Crumb's first pee rodeo.
It's all natural.
Oh boy. Yeah, cool. That's gross. So he drank that and went on a trip.
Down memory
Totally.
lane. Did I? Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Down memory lane. Yeah, that's right.
There
Oh.
was actually a ghost. It was a woman who
Yeah.
locked us all in these individual little rooms that all looked the same. And
That's right.
I think in those rooms we found, was it like a desk? And inside the desk or on top of the desk there were these 3 books, like a red book, a black book, and a yellow gold
Gold book.
Golden.
book.
Golden. Yep.
And Dahlia stole them.
Yes, Dahlia stole
Yeah.
some copies. Which
And
is
we
really
each
cool.
got one.
Yeah.
What was inside it? What did we establish? That it was like there was only
It had said you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
Just over and
And
over.
then
Yeah.
after we banished the old lady,
Mhm.
then Dahlia checked the book again and it I can't remember what it said.
It just said memories. It just
Yeah.
said
Oh
memories.
yeah.
The
Yep.
editor got a hold of it, and now we're doing revisions.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. There's you saw you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, and then somebody had put a note next to it and said unnecessary question mark. And then you went into an existential spiral that lasted seven to 8 days.
Hey Josh. Hey Josh.
Yeah.
Is this
What have you been doing?
This is my personal therapy time, everyone. Thank you for showing up. I've just got some feelings that I'd like to get through.
Congratulations
yeah,
on
it just
being
said-
done.
Thank you. Yes, hooray. So it just said memories. It just had memories at the top on each of these. And I think Dahlia actually gave one to each of you.
Yep.
So Dahlia took the red one, Pre took
Yep.
the gold one, and Crumb took the black one.
Yes.
Because she thought that's who they belonged to.
There was
That's
also a photograph.
There was a
Yes.
photograph. Yeah.
Oh,
But
there's
that's how
well,
we banished the old lady.
It's 2
Yep.
photographs now, technically, because I cut it in half.
Yes.
Yeah, Crumb did cut that in half. And I'm trying to think about like a cool Nickelback joke here about looking at that photograph, but
Ooh.
I can't get there.
No, we're moving on.
Yeah, thank you. You could maybe see like the wheels in my head turning as but I couldn't get there. So yeah, you found that photograph, and do you remember what the photograph was of?
It was like of a
the old
hot
lady.
orc man and the
Yeah.
orc lady when she was young and beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
the
right.
guy was
Well, she
the
was an elf,
sorcerer
right?
king of the library. I think she
She's-
was a young elf.
She's an elf. Yeah, the guy was a orc, I think, or half orc. I can't remember what we
I
decided.
think
but
he was
he's
a
the-
like sexy half orc.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Sexy is like redundant when you're talking about half orcs. I mean, you know, of course, obviously.
Word.
We know what Josh's type is.
Yeah. So
That's fair.
again, therapy hour. Welcome. So you found this picture of the Sorcerer King of the Libraries. You would guess as a younger orc man, and then this elven woman. And Crumb cut the picture in half with his blade, and the blade made some promises about you owing it. I
would
believe.
say those were more like threats.
It's very threatening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Threats, yeah. You know, good. I
Had
was
a very
thinking of it as
threatening aura.
like a friendly promise,
Yeah,
like
I
a
didn't know.
like a sort of genuine, thoughtful, "I'll get you later" kind of a thing that just like warms your heart.
Yeah,
And
Like a rivals to lover sort of thing.
yeah,
What is like
yeah.
you owe me? I think what or the three words
yeah,
it muttered,
that
which
does
is
sound familiar.
terrifying.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So Crumb cut the picture in half, which sort of broke you out of these rooms. You found Addie, who was pretty traumatized by this experience, but you found her, and you got out of the house just fine.
And then we burned that
we had a vision.
down.
Yeah, we did burn it down, but we also had a vision of a memory.
Yeah. So, do you remember what it was? Are you talking about the one that Crumb had?
Broken
Or
Rock
you-
Orphanage.
No, I thought we all had it.
Yeah, I think there was.
As we were burning the house down, we had like this
group
collective fever dream about the Broken Rock Orphanage, and we wanted to burn that mother to the ground.
I think so. I guess
all the kids.
I thought it was Crumb's memory. Is that wrong?
I
think it was just Crumb, right? That's the one where he sipped the
I drank the
Oh
pee.
yeah.
the piano urine.
I thought there was a different one for piano urine because I didn't think I was listening to that one.
There was something that happened when we
Maybe.
got into the rooms, wasn't it? Because I had a memory when I went into the rooms
Besides
too.
Savvy, yeah. See, and I didn't listen.
Oh yeah.
And
okay.
Individually, we had
And
memories.
Savvy
too.
jumped
Yeah,
out of
you
the
had-
closet. With
You had individual ones. Yeah. So I think not
Except
everyone
Dahlia?
had those.
Who didn't?
Yeah, Dahlia didn't. Crumb, you had one of throwing kids onto a.
Well, just
onto a
tell
bed.
everybody.
Oh, sorry. Well, sorry.
Oh
Okay,
my
sorry.
God.
Look, it's up now. The secret's out.
All right, I was tossing
yeah.
a child around the room.
You were throwing kids around.
All right. I'm sure that makes everybody feel much better about this character.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
you had you were not sure, but now that you know, he's throwing a child around some bedroom.
Yeah, now you know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you both
You're
had
the
those, but
baddies.
the one at the end was just Crumb.
Okay.
I think maybe everybody was still in. I don't think I had you take your headphones off for this.
For narrative expediency, can I
yeah,
just say I immediately narrate the memory as I'm having it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah, this memory is a little different than the others in the sense that it feels like it sort of adds a perspective to it as well, as opposed to sort of like a distant, like you're just sort of getting a glimpse and then you're moving on. In this one, Crumb remembers maybe more than anything else this sort of like overriding feeling of like needing to destroy.
Yeah.
Of sort of seeing this and like seeing these kids and seeing the sign that says Broken Rock Orphanage and just wanting to burn it all down. So that happened, and then you burned this house down.
Yep.
Or were in the act of burning it down, and 3 teenagers jumped out of one of the windows.
Okay. So we're starting there because I have
That is where we're starting. You are standing in front of the house.
two
The
important
kids-
questions. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Are they close enough that I could like catch up to them if I ran?
The teenagers?
Yeah, the teens.
The teens they just jumped out of the house. They're like right next to the house, kind of like rolling away from it. But again, like the house is surrounded by this grass.
Yep.
That you know, like you don't want to go in.
The danger grass.
The danger grass.
But we
Yep,
did hear voices in the danger grass, so
You did.
maybe they got like splunking suits or something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Grass
Yeah.
splunking suits.
Yeah, they got those big like nautical
Really
suits,
big
right,
ones,
with the
yeah.
big sort of like porthole eyes, and they're
Uh-huh.
kind of wandering around.
Josh, that was your novel.
It's basically my novel. Yeah. This whole thing is just like a retelling of my novel. It's like a fever dream of mine. So yeah, so there's nowhere that they could go that wouldn't go by you, because I think you all are standing kind of at the entrance, like where the lane that leads up to this house ends, and then you're in front of the house. So
Okay,
yeah.
so then if that's the case, I want to immediately, before the action gets started today, disguise self.
Ooh.
Okay. And what are you disguising yourself as?
A radical teen.
Yeah.
I love it. I want every detail down to the wallet chain. I want everything.
2 wallet chains.
I love it. For 2 wallets?
No, for just 1 wallet. But it's one on each side, so that you
can't actually get to the wallet. You try and pull it one side and it yanks the chain from this side.
I think those are those goth pants that you like go into mosh pits with and
love
hit
it.
people with the chains.
I love this. Okay, just keep it. Just paint me a beautiful mural of this.
Do I get a sense of like what scene these teens are into in the quick? Like would a cut off shirt, would that fit with my baggy pants? And
I'm gonna design these teens based on what you do here. So you just go with it, and I'll key off of you.
So then probably a t-shirt that's like I'm wearing ironically. It's probably got something like
I love it.
But I've torn off the sleeves so that it's
I heart the prairie.
Yeah, or like world's best grandma or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, nice. I love it. But you've cut it off. You modded it a little bit.
Well, yeah, just for the
here and here.
For the gun show. But of course, as a teen, as Cool Crumb, we'll call him.
You don't have any guns in there.
He doesn't. He's not making it happen.
You're not packing.
No.
Yeah.
No. Hadn't hit the growth spurt yet. And then a backwards hat.
Okay, cool.
And a puka shell necklace.
Oh my
that's a nice
God.
That's a nice detail.
Oh, good.
God.
Oh, this is good. I wasn't prepared for the puka shell necklace.
You get a +2 to charisma.
and a -2 to every other goddamn thing. Okay, yeah. This is very good. So yeah, you fit right in with these teens. You're sort of keying off of them, and they've got the same sort of thing. Yeah, one of them's wearing another backwards hat.
Yep.
2 of them are wearing like skater shoes.
Yeah.
Those like flat skate Vans.
Yep.
Yeah, they're wearing those skater shoes and like sort of skater pants. Yeah, you fit right on in with them. One of them is wearing like the little like sweatbands that they used to wear. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh God,
yeah.
I mean,
like the little.
The skaters still do.
Do they still do that? Oh, I love
just
it.
in case.
Just in case you get a little perspiration, you just take it right off of there.
Yeah.
We've just alienated so much of our fan base.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that I had one of those black armband things, the sweatbands, which made no sense because I had never worked out a day in my life. And it said loser on it with an arrow that pointed at myself.
Nice.
Oh, that's so good.
That I got
rad.
at Hot Topic.
Yes.
Of course.
Where else would you have gotten them?
Exactly.
Yes.
Bingo.
Did anybody else also wear arm warmers? Even though
Yep.
Yeah.
Tank top and arm warmers, babe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, the problem is what Dan is describing is our past. We're currently making fun of our past.
It's not a creation, it's a memory.
Yeah, it's a memory. Yeah. Yeah.
We were all terrible scene kids.
Yeah, we were. Oh God damn it. Yeah. One of the kids as he gets up, he's just like mumbling the lyrics to a Newfound Glory song or something like that. And it's
Good
just
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Longtime fans of the show, actually. Good
Obviously.
Charlotte. So thank you, good Charlotte. Okay, so yeah, you disguise yourself, and I think these teens do not notice you yet. They're currently freaked out, and they're like looking up at the house, and they're, they were not expecting it to be on fire.
And I'm like, dudes, over here, like it's chill.
It is chill
over in this
Yeah.
periph.
How far away are you from Dahlia?
The question is,
I think
how
we're
far
close.
has Dahlia gotten away from him? Dahlia looked over and was like, "Oh, hell no, no."
Right.
Scooched over.
That would fit very in line with the memory that I'm drawing from here. Like people
I think one of these kids, one of these teens, looks up and they have like a mohawk dyed blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they say, "Whoa, cool, one of us." And they all they turn to their friends and say, like, let's go. And they
come on over here, fellow teenagers.
They what's good, fellow teens? They walk up and they say, all three are like what happened here? What did you guys see what happened? The house is on fire.
Yeah, no, man, I was up in there, just kind of what's it called when you
drinking the piano pee.
Yeah, I was, because I'm underage, so I had to get it somehow.
Yeah. They say you were in the I think the leader, the one with the mohawk, says you were in the house. You were in there. We didn't hear you at all.
Well, I got those, those vans, those extra puffy vans. So I'm pretty quiet.
Yeah. This leader looks down at your feet and says, "Whoa, yeah, those are sweet. Yeah, I love those. What color are your vans, Crumb?"
Black, but I've sharpied the soles to be like red or something.
Oh, I love it. Did you write any like cool quotes along the side of your shoes?
Yeah, well, it started that way and then I screwed up, so then I just went with the full coverage method.
It's smart. Yeah, that's smart. One of the kids, a guy with sort of longish, kind of grody hair. It's like he's grown it out, but he hasn't yet learned how to wash his hair. And so it's just kind of like stringy and gross. Says, he turns to the leader, and the one with the mohawk, and says, "Jay, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. It's not safe." And Jay, the one with the mohawk, says, "Yeah, well, listen, it was great to meet all of you, but we gotta go because it is super duper not safe for me to be here." So
why?
They all, when you ask why, they kind of like turn to them, like to each other, and
like, what cool stuff have you been doing?
The kid with the long hair says, "Oh, we do cool stuff all the time, like tricks and wheelies and
I don't know.
Stuff like
you
that.
Don't look that cool."
Hey, Dahlia, don't harsh on them so quickly. These are my bros here.
Don't harsh on them. They look like they're about to sort of rise to the challenge and sort of prove how cool they are. But Jay says, "Yeah, we better get going. It's not. Look. I don't know what you guys are doing here, and I completely do not want to tell you what we're doing here, but we do need to go kind of right away." And they like move to go past you
or block their path.
Oh, it's all right, dudes. I'm coming with you. I'm tired of hanging out with this cop,
These squares over here.
Yeah, huh?
Dahlia gets, or Pri gets in the way, and Jay like stops and goes, "Wow, you are big." And they they stop, and I think from your shoulder, Eddie gives him a little wave.
Oh, sweet babe.
Yeah. And Jay,
you want to know what I was doing in the house?
Jay says, like another time maybe, but I like somebody is trying to kill me, and I do need to get out of here. I need to like get out of here, like kind of right now, like right now.
That's weird because we were just in the house trying to protect somebody from being murdered.
Wait,
we're like bodyguards.
Jay turns to their pals, and they have like a little quick discussion, and then Jay turns back and says, "Hey, There's a bark from the prairie, you all turn, and an enormous spectral hound. No.
Yes. Wait. Can we go with that? Because we want to take that.
Dahlia says, "Baby."
Yeah. Dahlia says, "Finally, take me away."
Sorry about that, everybody.
No, it's good.
I think we got a little bit of mail.
All right, nice. Yeah, I think Jay says, I've got my bodyguards right here, and that kid with the long hair says, "That's us, bodyguards," and the other one who's maybe a girl with like a sort of like a buzz cut, and she's the one wearing the backwards cap. You can see on the back of the backwards cap, there's like a sort of cool ironic phrase. It says like farmer or something like that.
Yeah.
And she like flexes a little, and she's actually got some muscle. Yeah, but
I'm not impressed.
Yeah, you're not impressed. She's got muscle nowhere in the league of pre. So yeah, Jay's like, I kind of have some bodyguards, and also like I really do need to get out of here like right now. It is incredibly not safe for me or for you actually to be out here, but you know, to each their own, go with God, whatever, but I do need to get going.
Why were you in the haunted house if you're trying not to get murdered?
I was hiding until somebody, and you know what, I'm kind of suspecting that maybe that somebody was one of you guys. Burned it. It lit it on fire. It's currently on fire, and I don't know. I'm just sort of putting two and two together here, but I suspect maybe it was one of you guys.
All right, I'll admit it. I was playing with a book of matches. You know, thinking about school. And how mad it makes me that they don't understand me. And I was just lighting one match at a time and just letting it burn, not too far to my fingers because I don't like to get burned fingies, but you know, a little bit. And I dropped one a little too soon, and it's my bad. But that's pretty radical, ain't it?
Yeah, I think the kid with the long hair, whose name is Doyle, by the way.
Of course it is.
Yeah, wow. Doyle says, "Look, man, I get it. I mean, I hate school too, and I'm burning stuff all the time. But that was kind of our hideout, and now I don't know where we're gonna square Jay away.
Hideout from what?
Let me make it up to you. You know, let me join your crew, and look, I can do cool stuff too. Okay, guys, I'm not useless. Check this out. You know, like,
what do you do? Yeah, what do you do?
I whip out the brush hook, and I'm like,
oh no.
See, pretty cool, right? I let it go before it says anything, you know.
Yeah. I think when you bring that out, they're pretty unimpressed, and Jay says, "I can do yard work too, man. I mean, what? What,
dude?
What,
dude?
Pre, when you asked that question, I think you asked like hiding from what or something like that. The girl with the buzz cut turns to you and says, somebody killed Jay's parents, and now they're trying to kill him.
So you're the old
number 3.
You're the one whose dad used to be the keeper of the key.
Yeah, right? Jay nods and says, "Yeah, I mean, that was my dad."
Yeah, and then they killed your mom.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you for the recap.
Yeah, man.
Look, none of us have moms or dads, so deal with it. Grow up.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm just whoa. I'm never gonna grow up.
It's a little too soon. It's like days.
Yeah. Yeah. I think even Addie on your shoulder pre goes, ooh, too soon. I think on that one. And Jay says, "Look, somebody is coming for me, and I do need to."
And that person that is after you is exactly the person that we are trying to apprehend. So honestly, you couldn't possibly be in better hands. If you just stay with us, we can protect you.
All right, so okay, cool. So am I in this particular scenario? Would I be the bait inside of the trap? Is that sort of how you all are sort of like you're like the parts of the trap that are going to slam on this thing, this person coming to get me, and I am just the bait in the middle? Is that because I don't love that?
I mean, bait
idea.
has such a negative connotation. I mean, really, when you think about it, you are actually playing the most honorable role. You are putting yourself in harm's way for the name of justice.
I don't want to put, I want to be if this is harm's way, I want to be on the next street over,
all right,
which is
here's harm's, and here's you, and this is the way of harm, right? And you are slightly adjacent, maybe not as far.
Way over. Okay, way over.
How about we meet halfway?
Yeah. Okay, great. I want to be 2 miles away, and you want me to be next to it, so I'll be a mile away. How about that?
Like a quarter mile.
Okay. I think at this point.
Well, how about we give you a hiding place and your homies hang out with you, and then we hang outside of your homies. It'll be like a layer cake, and we're the outside layer, and your homies are the inside layer, and then you're in the center.
That is a great metaphor. That's much better than my road metaphor.
Yeah.
I think when you say this, Doyle says, "Man, I could go for some cake." That sounds incredible.
I could too.
Do you have cake at this hideaway?
Yes.
I mean, we could hide in that store thing.
The diner.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay says, are you talking about Ron's?
Yeah.
You're just
the one with the milkshakes.
Yeah, incredible milkshakes. You're just going to put me like in a diner? That's your idea? Like right in the middle of town.
We'll guard the diner, and it's very, very difficult to want to feel homicidal when you're surrounded by delicious milkshakes.
Okay, I can't deny that. That's very true. Yeah,
Indeed.
That's very true. They look around at each other, and they have a little hurried conference, and the girl with the buzz cut says, "What? We don't have anywhere else to go. The haunted house was our last option." And Jay is like, I guess. Okay.
Could I roll Dex to secretly cut a piece of Doyle's hair?
Oh.
Okay, sure. Okay. I guess so. Yeah, why don't you roll a stealth check on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll. I didn't think I was gonna have to give Doyle stats, but I'll give him. I'm rolling for some passive perception. Okay. Yeah, you need to beat a 12. If you can beat a 12.
I got a 17, but I also have +6 to stealth rolls. So.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. You not only get
sneaky.
You can get a lock of hair. You can give Doyle a mother effing haircut if you want with that roll. So
yeah, okay.
You just describe it.
Just trimming away. And when he backs away from his friends, all of a sudden a wind blows and his locks just fall off, and he's got this prissy boy kind of haircut that
I love it.
Oh, no.
I love it.
Wares would have. He looks like a poser now.
Oh,
man.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're all sort of talking, and they all sort of come back to talk to you, and Jay is like, yeah, me and my friend, and Jay turns to Doyle and is like, what the fuck, man?
And Dahlia's flicking her dagger through her fingers like, there's nobody who will be a better protection for you.
Yeah, Jay is at once horrified that their friend is now just like a total
poser.
Oh
man, yeah.
And
he's almost a prep at this point, isn't he?
Yeah, almost. It's not good. It's not good. He's gonna start playing football and that sort of junk. It's terrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they all say okay. And Jay says, all right, we'll go with you. But only until we find something better. Because I don't know you all, and
I don't know anybody who's going to be better than give your friend a haircut when he desperately needed it. But okay.
That's a pretty good point. And yeah, they're going to go with you. Yeah.
Rad.
Yeah, you say you say rad, and the girl with the shaved hair, whose name is Zilla, Zilla,
Nice.
says when you say rad, she turns to you and she says, "We don't say rad."
Oh, tubular.
Yeah, nope. Try again. Better.
Uh,
She leans in and she says, "I think for you, like silence would be good."
well, I don't really do silence very well.
I'm picking. She says, "I'm picking up on that," and they start walking with you.
I like her.
So what's your plan? Are you just heading back to Ron's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we really don't have a plan, even though we promised this kid he wouldn't die.
Yeah. So remember this path. You were walking down the lane that goes to the haunted house, and and you come back to the fork in the road that would lead to Argus's house, to, you would imagine, Jay's house as well. And when you get to the fork in the road, I want each of you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Okay. And I'm just going to tell you right now, this is going to be an incredibly difficult check. So anything
Dexterity
saving throw. Anything 18 or above
18.
will save. You got an 18? Are you effing kidding me?
I got a 16 plus 2.
Damn it.
Yep.
Which one's your dex saving throw? Is it just your
dex modifier that you add to it?
Oh, okay.
Yep. Crumb,
I see. Okay.
Crumb, didn't I tell you that you got -2 to everything because you turned into a shitty teen?
Yeah. Is it the puka shell necklace? Does it jingle when I
I'll give you the 18.
Get caught? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. What about the two of you?
No, hold on. How much did I get? It was 9, so it's not happening.
Okay. And Pri?
3.
Okay.
You're just
Pri
a very
falls
large
in a
target.
hole.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're all walking along, and Crumb, you're maybe walking back with these teens, trying to fit in with them. And so you hear rustling in the grass behind you, and turn to see a guy or a person or a thing. You're not really sure. It's getting pretty dark by this point. Covered in this sort of like slime all over their body. They step out of the grass and they put a blow gun to their lips, and right before they do, they say 3 for 3, and they're going to shoot whatever's in there at Jay, who's walking right beside you.
Yeah.
And because you saved,
oh thank God,
you can either let Jay take this shot, or you can jump in front of the shot.
I'm jumping in front of the shot. I want to be cool. I want these guys to think I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm Cool Crumb. And they're not.
Cool Crumb.
They don't see it yet.
That is pretty cool.
When you get touched, doesn't your disguise self?
Yeah, it falters. Yeah.
Okay. So what does this look like? Do you like shout "watch out," or do you just jump and do it?
What's the coolest way to do it?
Bro!
Yeah! Bro! That's it. That's exactly it.
You shout "bro" and just dive, just Mission Impossible-esque in front of this thing.
That's beautiful.
And you take a dart right to the chest, and when it hits you, you're no longer a cool teen. You're now a very uncool big ol' furbolg. And Jay and the others turn around and they see this, and several things happen at once. First, the thing that shot this at you says, "Damn it, 2 for 3," and they're gonna take off running back in the direction of the flaming house, which is like a big. It's like a big torch in the background at this point. It's still going. Jay and their friends are going to take off running in the other direction, the direction that you are all heading in. And Crumb, you drop to the ground and
knocked all the cool out of me.
Yeah. 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 When this happens,
Oh God.
Crumb, you start to immediately lose your life. You can feel this is like really
Oh, 1% is going.
yeah, this like immediately affects you. You start to lose feeling in your fingers and toes. Yeah, it's bad news.
That sounds bad. Yeah.
Dahlia and Pri, what do you
Anyone
want
have
to
an
do?
ace bandage?
I want to throw a knife.
I don't
at
think
the
an ace bandage is going to
slimy
do it. All right. Okay, go ahead. Why don't you make a ranged attack?
guy. Let's see
We're
what
not
ranged is.
in battle right now. Although if you caught up to this thing, we could be. But we'll just have you make a ranged attack against this thing's armor class. Okay.
Sweet. Okay.
So I think it's just a D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Yes, it's
Okay.
a total of 14.
That doesn't hit. It goes just a
Okay.
little wide. But I think the knife gets close enough to this thing that that it turns around and sort of hisses at you.
Yeah.
And when it does, you can see that like underneath the sort of slime that's covering it, it has the head of a cat.
Cat meowers.
Yeah.
Oh, you've met.
Yeah. And it hisses at you and then keeps running away. Pri, what do you want to do?
I kind of want to chase after it.
Okay.
I'm
Drop
fine.
Daddy and go.
No,
Yeah.
That's all fine. It's okay. Just get it.
Yeah, Dolly, you're not running after it, right? You just threw
Mm-mm.
the. Okay, all right.
I just threw.
I'm gonna drop Addie with you, and then I'm gonna run after it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. So Addie, I think, leans down next to you, Crumb, and puts her hand on you. And she says, you feel the sort of like that sort of intense pain when she heals you, the sort of pain that mounts and then will break away suddenly. But it keeps doing it. It keeps sort of veering the point where you feel like you're healed, and then it backs away, and then it does it again. And she says, I can't heal it. I can't. I don't know what it's doing. I can't heal it.
I flew a little too close to the sun.
You
You
sure
know?
did.
No.
Okay. So,
Do I need to do death saves?
not yet.
Okay.
Pri, you catch up to this thing. It's getting closer to the burning house.
Mhm.
And I think you get within range of it. You're pretty fast. And you're much taller than it, so you're taking much bigger strides. You get within range of it. Maybe I don't know, 10 or 20 feet from the house.
Okay.
And it turns around and it pulls out a short sword, and it says, "Stay back."
You hurt my friend. I'm not gonna stay back.
And I'll hurt you too if you get closer. And it's slowly backing away, and it's backing toward the house, but it starts to veer towards the grass.
I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to tell me why you're doing this before I attack, and I will end you.
This thing says that dart wasn't meant for your friend.
So you kill innocents instead?
I mean, he jumped in. He jumped in between me and what I was trying to do. So, you know, it's kind of on him.
The person you were going to kill was an innocent boy.
This thing holds its blade out at you and says, "You don't know what you're talking about."
Maybe I don't, but I don't agree with your methods.
It's still backing towards the grass.
Okay, I'm gonna divine smite.
Okay. All right. And what does this do? What does this attack do?
When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first. Okay, but that doesn't count.
All right.
So 2d8 extra radiant damage.
Okay. So roll an attack against this thing's AC.
Okay, 14.
14 doesn't do it.
Ooh.
It's a melee attack, so you add your strength modifier.
Oh.
Yeah, did you add your modifier?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, you got to add your modifier.
16.
Yep. That does it.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay,
Dan.
so 2d8.
2d8.
Dan's like, save me, save me, save me, save me, save me.
Please save me.
Yeah, and this bad boy is the 2d8, right?
Is that a D10 or a D8? I can't tell.
The D8 has it's
like
flat.
A funky
Oh,
shape.
the triangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, triangle
like-
on top of
It's
triangle.
like two
Right.
pyramids stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like that angel from Evangelion that just.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's how
That's
I
how you-
remember.
That's how you remember.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
5 damage.
Yeah, 5. That's
Okay.
I rolled a 2d8 and got 5 in total. And then
Okay.
is that extra radiant damage on top of the hit already? How
I
does
think it
that
is.
work?
So
Yes.
yeah, so I think your weapon should have a damage dice associated with it, right?
Yeah, that's a
Maybe like a
1d10
D6 or
D10 plus 2,
okay. So yeah, so it'll be 5 plus a D10.
which is the same die.
No, that's a D8,
no,
right?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a D8,
the-
right. So then the 10
yeah,
is
the D10 looks kind of, I don't know. It kind of looks the same, I guess.
kind of
yeah.
but with like more
there's
sides.
more sides.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a couple more sides. Yeah.
That's an 8.
2
Okay,
more
so
sides. in
8,
fact.
9,
So
10,
it's 10
plus
So
5.
15 damage.
15
Damn.
damage.
Okay, you hit this thing very hard, and it doesn't like it at all. And
Slimy cat, slimy cat.
it falls down. It's not dead, but it's very injured. It falls down in the ground. What weapon are you attacking with it?
The glaive.
It with? Okay, so I think you hit it, and it sort of falls down into the grass. And when it does, it kind of slides a little bit
Ew.
because it's so slimy. And it leaves behind like a little residue of this slime. And
A
it
slug
like
cat.
it's like a slug cat. It gets up. It sort of like gets up onto its hands and knees, and it's breathing pretty hard, very hard, in fact. And it sees this residue that it left behind, and it pulls out from one side of its belt like a little jar, and it pops the top off the jar and pours whatever's in the jar onto its back, and you can see it's more
olive
of this
oil.
slime.
Mhm.
It's olive oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's extra virgin olive oil.
This cat is Spanish.
And it goes, I must cook with this stuff.
The secret of the kitchen.
And yeah, it pours more of this slime. It's the same kind of slime onto its back. And it starts crawling toward the grass. It does not want to engage with you. It doesn't. I think it can tell it's pretty outmatched. It's just crawling towards the grass.
Can I do like a perception check or something?
Sure.
Sorry, Pablo said the cats of my people.
Did Pablo see my terrible? Oh no! Tell him I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I refuse.
Oh my god. Yeah, so yeah, can I do a perception check on what the hell this goo is? Because I don't want to like
Absolutely.
start tying this kitty
We already
cat.
told you it's olive oil.
Is it?
I don't know what to tell. I mean, you could roll a d20 and get a 20, and I mean, it's just olive oil. It smells great.
Start licking
it's
this
perfect.
cat.
Yeah.
It's healthy
I
for
I
you.
need to
It's healthy,
understand,
it's
is
great
it
for your heart.
actually a Spanish cat and it just really wants to moisturize? I need to know.
Olive oil is very good for your cats, by the way.
Mm.
Really?
Wait, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
damn.
gives them
I
a
didn't know
nice
that.
silky coat.
Oh yeah, this thing has a very silky coat underneath all the gummy stuff that's in its coat right now.
Maybe overdoing it a little.
Yeah.
That's is it plus wisdom?
I think it's plus wisdom. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Is that
so-
right for a perception check? Yeah.
13. Can I tell if
Okay.
I don't want to touch it. unless
Yeah,
I-
with a 13, I think you can tell. With a 13, you can tell. What could you tell with a 13? You get the sense that you remember from before when Crumb tried to mess with the grass and it fucked him up pretty bad.
Yeah.
That perhaps that was due to like actually touching it, and that this stuff that this thing is putting on is meant to maybe serve as like a sort of barrier between it and the grass.
Smart kitty.
Yeah. So when it dumps it on its back, it's because so much of it got sort of slicked off when it slid along after you hit it.
Okay.
So it's dumping this on its back, just on the spots where it started to.
Someone with
lose.
water spell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Throw it on the kitty.
Fortunately, I don't know.
Somebody just needs one of
anything
these.
like that. Right.
You
Bad kitty.
just pull out a little sword and say no.
Which is exactly why this is here. Is the bad kitty gun.
But you bring up a
You're
really
prepared.
good point. I'm gonna
You're
try
prepared.
and grab the back of the cat from like the back of its neck and
Okay.
start to like
It's just
tie.
gonna be like,
You
oh
just-
no,
Bad kitty.
Yep.
Bad kitty.
Um,
And then try
okay.
and tie it up.
Okay. So why don't you do? Normally, I think this would be a strength check, but I want you to do a dexterity check.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to give you disadvantage because this thing is slippery as hell.
I figure. 18. 18.
Okay.
Disadvantage to roll one more.
Disadvantage. So roll one more, and you take
Okay.
the lower of the two.
Where'd you go? 8.
Oh no.
But what's your dexterity modifier?
9. So it's a 9.
Okay. Yeah, with a 9, I think because it's prone, it's crawling along. A 9 is okay. You get it, but it's maybe halfway into the grass by the time you get it. So you don't get it by its neck. You get it by like its back, like its legs,
Haunches.
essentially. Yeah, its haunches.
Give me that haunch.
You grab it, and it's starting to slip away from you. But I think you've got it. And it's the danger is like it's kind of pulling you into the grass a little bit.
Cat violence is upsetting Beeben.
This yeah.
Sorry, Beaver.
Beaven says, "Look, they're good cats out there. Yes, I promise."
Not all cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want? You just want to yank it out? Is that the plan?
I want to yank it because I want to figure out what the hell is going on and why it's targeting this family in particular.
Okay. I think if you want to do this, you can, but you're going to take some damage.
Okay.
Because I think to sort of get the handhold and the foothold you need to pull it out, you're going to have to kind of get into the grass a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I don't think
so-
there's enough oil to get on me, so I'm just gonna.
No.
It's fine.
No. So
We're
you
out
take-
of olive oil.
you take 4 damage.
Okay.
You take 4 damage, but you're able to pull this thing out. And it says, "Let me go, let me go, let me go."
Bad kitty.
Yeah, it says meow 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 meow. And then it turns to you and it says, "Do you have snacks? Do you have some snacks for me?" Yeah. So you
Open the
have this
door.
thing.
Open
Yeah.
the door. Let me out.
It says,
No,
it says
I
open,
want to come back in.
yeah, it says open the door, and then it says, "I'm not sure actually.
Mhm.
Maybe no, I'm not sure. No, you have this
I
thing,
hate cats.
and yeah, you've got it. What do you want to do? Are you like pulling this thing back to where everybody else is, or?
Yeah. I definitely want to bring it back because I want to, A, take it as far away from the grass as I possibly can where it can escape, and B, I want to question it. I want answers.
Okay. All right. By the time you get back, Crumb is worse.
Oh,
Feel like by
God,
now-
it's so much worse.
Dahlia
Crumb-
has
Yeah.
taken out the dart.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And
Check it out.
Exactly. I'm gonna see
Yeah.
if maybe I know something about it from a
Mm.
kind of, because I have,
Yeah.
I'm more of a like thief than I am like an assassin sort of
Yeah.
person, but maybe I could figure out something about it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Do you want to do a perception check or an investigation check?
I'll just do like some sort of investigation.
Yeah.
Let's see what I have. I have a +1 to investigation. What do I have to perception? Yeah, I have
Yeah,
a +1 to
think-
investigation. So we'll go with that.
Okay, great. So I think somebody once told me that the difference between investigation and perception is like you do an investigation check when you're looking for something in particular, And you do a perception check when you're sort of looking to see like what question to ask, as opposed to looking for a specific answer.
Gotcha.
So if you're doing investigation, why don't you tell me what you're looking for in particular? Are you looking
what
for
I'm looking for
any
in
particular thing? Yeah.
Is this some sort of poison that I would recognize, or is this something that would be found in this world? For instance, is it related to the weird, creepy grass?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. What did you get? What was your roll?
A 13.
Yeah, with a 13. A 13 is not great, maybe, but with a 13, you know that this poison, you maybe like smell it or something like that. It triggers a memory for you, and it's nothing concrete, but you know that at least this poison is something that you experienced before this place.
I'm 99% dead.
Yeah.
How many spell slots do we have right now at level 2?
I don't know. Two, I think.
2.
Is that right?
I feel like it's 2.
I
but
have
I
2,
don't
but
know.
it's class.
I think it is. I
dependent.
think it's class specific. Yeah.
What,
So I don't
paladin?
know a paladin. I'm not sure how many spell slots a paladin would have at level 2.
I think it's 2 because I'm seeing 2 boxes next to slots.
I think it's probably 2.
So I'm gonna check that to say it. So I still have one more spell. I think I want to try one. I think I'm gonna burn it. I need. Yeah. Okay. This is.
What?
Wait, no. I'm gonna save it just in case.
Okay.
I'm in the wrong book.
I'm gonna ask the cat. Fix this. Can you fix this?
The cat says.
I'm still holding onto the back.
Yeah. The cat says, "I can't fix this."
Oh no!
And
I just want you to know that you are making me burn my last spell slot, you piece of shit.
Just before you do
have
that.
2 spell slots. Yep.
Before you do that, Crumb.
Oh, yeah.
Crumb, I want you to roll a D4.
Oh, okay. Not so bad.
That was such a switch.
It's not so bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's not so bad. Just wait for the other shoe to drop.
2.
Okay. So I want you to lose half of your life.
Okay.
2/4 of your life is gone.
Okay.
And
what is happening?
Round it up or round it down?
Doesn't matter. Whichever. You can round down if you want.
All right.
And Crumb, what memory do you have, or what thing do you have that you have not told Dahlia and Pri? Whatever. I want you to think about that thing, and then I want you in character to say it as if you're being compelled to tell a secret. Okay.
Okay.
The hell kind of olive oil is this?
It's really
normal.
special.
It's normal olive oil. Every time I eat an egg, I have to divulge a secret.
Yeah, that's right.
It's marinated in olive oil.
Yeah. Every day at breakfast, Lyndon's like, "Oh, here it comes." Yeah, Crumb. It doesn't matter, big or small, but you reveal something.
Okay.
And what is it that you reveal?
So is it like being pulled out of me? I'm trying to figure out what my trajectory is here for this.
It's just like, just imagine through any sort of means, chemical or whatever, that you suddenly feel like sharing secrets. You suddenly feel like, I'm among friends. I don't want to keep this thing buried away anymore.
Oh God, he really is dying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you tell one secret. You don't have to tell the whole of it, but at least start telling it.
Pri, Dahlia. You know how I keep talking about regret and
having tentacles and stuff.
yeah, the darker. I remember one of the only things I remember is seeing a smoking field, a field that had just been burned, and I'm holding somebody's hand, and I remember being so scared, and I think I'm scared as much of that burning field and what it means as I am afraid of that person letting go of my hand. But I don't know who it is though. I just know there was somebody there with me. You
That's
guys, does it sound familiar to either of you?
good.
No, but Dahlia, for once in a moment unlike her, she takes Crumb's hand and is like, I'm here. It's okay.
Oh, that's very
Like
nice.
she actually realizes like this is fucking serious.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very nice.
That's really nice.
That's so nice.
When that happens,
It only takes
Crumb.
somebody dying for Dahlia to be nice.
yeah.
This
Dahlia
really is a
thinks this
therapy
is
session.
Dahlia thinks this is the end, and she's actually getting close so that she can rob the body afterwards.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's
Oh,
okay.
Daddy
Let me
is
just,
wallet.
Yeah.
yeah.
You better not let these go to waste. Oh no.
This is good. Crumb, when this happens, in the telling of this memory, when Dahlia takes your hand,
Yep.
it feels exactly like the same hand from your memory. Exactly.
And so even through the pain, I open my eyes and I make this face at her. I'm like,
Are you dying or not?
I can't tell. It sure hurts something fierce.
The cat in your hands, Farah says, this was meant for the kid.
Why?
That seems really out of proportion.
Truly.
That kid has information that we need.
You could have asked.
I mean, no.
I'm
Definitely
a kid like
not.
that obviously keeps a live journal or some sort of like notebook. You could have read that. There are other ways to get information than killing.
It's fucking MySpace.
Yeah, this cat says, yeah, we checked we checked their MySpace, we checked their live journal, we checked their Twitter, nothing. Yeah, their Angel Fire website or whatever the fuck it is. We can't find any. There's nothing up on fanfiction.net. I don't know what to do.
They won't return our AOL IMs.
We keep inviting them to the chat rooms.
Though. I see they're online. They're green.
So I'm just imagining this whole like as this cat is saying all of this, we just see like snippets of it actually being on the computer, like
just
why respond to me messages.
It's just like papping the computer with his paw.
They put up an away message as soon as I signed on. Damn it!
Why are all their away messages just song lyrics?
I don't know what it means.
Oh man, this is
gold. Very good. This is very good. It's just frustrated. It's just frustrated.
What information were you looking for?
The cat's.
You better fess up, or else you're gonna look a lot like Crumb in like 5 seconds.
Oh, you don't want that.
Look at him. He's dying. Look how awful he looks. You're gonna look like that.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything. It sort of sinks back into itself, and it does not respond. It's sort of watching and looks to be planning something. And Addie says again, I don't know what's going on, but I can't heal him. Whatever this poison is, it just keeps working on him. I can't do anything. And Crumb, I want you to roll a d4.
Oh no, it's not so bad.
It's not so bad.
Oh boy.
Oh well, I really did it this time. It's a 3.
Okay, I want you to lose 3/4 of your remaining life.
Of what's remaining? Well, now we're going back to high school math. I'm cool.
Yeah, what are you at? What are you at right now?
I'm at 8, and so 3/4.
Okay, so you lose 6. Yeah, you're down to 2. Yeah,
right.
You're down to 2.
Oh, it's the pain's intensifying.
All right.
Did I just blow out everybody's ears?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. What do you want to do?
Me?
Any of you? What do you
I
want
want
to
to
do?
not.
Can't decide between killing the goddamn cat or just blowing my spell slot.
I'm gonna take a knife to the cat.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
At once very in character for Dahlia and very out of character for Lyndon. This is very good.
Extremely.
Yeah.
But Dahlia says something like, "I've always wanted to skin a cat."
Yeah, I think when you do that, this cat sort of like sort of shrinks back and says, "I do not want to be skinned. No, thank you."
Wow.
Then you better start talking.
Okay.
What do you want to know? And it's
How
it's
do
sort
I
of looking
fix
around. It says you need the antidote.
Then how do I get the antidote?
I can give it to you.
I'm
If you
really
just-
glad.
Um,
I'm glad
I
he didn't
think,
say you can't fix stupid.
yeah.
Oh,
Addie says no, that's my line actually.
good.
This thing
Good
says
girl.
if it sort of turns it to look at you, Pri, and says, if you let me go, I can get the antidote. It's on my it's just right here on my belt.
I'm gonna check then. I'm gonna get in the belt. But being
it's-
hyper aware that it might
Yeah.
have something in there that is not the antidote.
Yeah, it says I have so many poisons in my belt. I need to do it. If you do it, you're almost definitely going to pick the wrong one. And to be honest, if you don't let me do it, I'm just going to direct you to the wrong one so that you kill him faster. So just let me do it.
Oh.
If you even think about running, I'm gonna hamstring you like I did the last guy.
Oh God.
Damn. All right. Okay. I want you to roll an intimidation check.
Okay, let's
Nice.
see. I think I have pretty high intimidation.
I'm sure I
Yes,
have
get a
no
plus
doubt that you
2.
do.
I get a +2 to intimidation roll.
All right. All right.
Yes.
A
I love
16.
this.
Okay, that's with your +2?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. All right. I was gonna screw you all over with this, but with your intimidation roll, I think when you say that thing about hamstringing the last guy or something,
Because
you can
that's
tell
true.
this cat is freaked out, and it says, okay, all right, I'll find the antidote. Look at it. You all were never supposed to be here. Okay, it was just supposed to be the kids. I didn't mean for this to happen. Just put me down, and I promise I'll get you the antidote. And Pri, you can tell this thing is legitimately scared. It is legitimately terrified by Dahlia. So
By
do you
a
want to
tiny angry demon.
with knives? Do you want to put it down? Are you putting it down?
I like give a one last little pinch and then put the cat down.
It goes meow. You set it down and it reaches in. It's got this sort of like pouch that's attached to its belt, and it sort of pulls the top off, and you can see there's like tons of these little vials and bottles in there, and it sort of sifts through and it pulls one out, and it says, "Here you go. This is the antidote. You need to put it on the site where the dart where the dart puncture happened. Don't drink it. If he drinks it, he'll definitely die."
I snatch the antidote and then immediately go put it on the wound.
Okay.
I'm like, wait.
Nope.
Hold my hand. No. Oh,
That was a one-time
Please.
deal.
Please, I'm not strong enough.
please.
Okay, you do, and the effect is actually almost immediate, especially with Addie still sort of trying to help you. You feel your strength returning almost immediately. Pri, I want you to roll a dexterity check against this thing. It'll be a head-to-head dex.
Okay.
Oh, I did pretty bad, so.
13.
Okay, yeah, that beats my 7.
Oh, thank
Cat slips on the
This thing
olive oil.
hands it. Yeah, it says, "Damn, I knew I shouldn't have used olive oil." After this cat hands the vial to Dahlia, it like dives back in to try and grab another vial quick, and it pulls one out and pops the top and is about to drink it
Oh.
when you you stop, and you can stop it if you want. You don't
Slap
need
it in the
to,
face.
but you can stop it if you want to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna grab its tail at this point because I see what it's trying to do. So I'm grabbing its tail and I'm yanking it very hard.
Okay, you're just like pulling it back, or you're like lifting it up in the air, or what are you doing?
Probably yank so hard back to me, so that way I
Okay.
can grab the cat again by the back of the neck. Because
By the scruff of the neck?
By the scruff, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's immobilized.
Just like
Yeah.
this. Yeah, you do, and it loses that vial, and it sort of falls onto the ground. And as it hits the ground, it sort of sizzles and smokes. And the cat just looks defeated now. It just looks defeated. And yeah, what do you want to do?
You're going to
We
tell us
have
everything.
A stinky cat.
First, you're gonna
Y'all
get a
need to begin
bath.
singing. Smelly cat, smelly cat.
Yeah, it's when you pick it up like that, it starts to when you say you're going to tell us everything, I think it starts to yowl in the way that cats like really loud. Yeah, exactly like that.
Mhm.
And it turns to you, Pri, and it says, I was going to go out quietly because this whole thing has gone sideways, and there's no way he's going to let me back after fucking things up so badly. But now my friends are going to come, and it's going to go badly for you. I'm not telling you Jack. And
You talking about the
I was
sorcerer
afraid.
king
I was
of the
afraid.
library?
Ooh.
it doesn't say anything. It's just sort of like grinning around at you.
But it's like a Cheshire cat. Ew. I hate
just
it.
like a
That's
Cheshire
not a
cat,
cute
yeah.
cat. Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
unarmed strike that bitch
Okay.
in the face. I'm done.
Okay.
Village.
Remember, I just want you to know it is already like pretty hurt, so you may kill it. I just want you to know. I just want you to know.
Oh,
Not.
You can still do it. Okay. All right, there we go. What did you get? You're
Is
attacking
it
this thing's
plus
armor
strength?
class?
Is it yeah, is that a plus strength?
yes.
Yeah, plus strength.
That's a 19.
Yeah, that does it. Yep.
I think
And
it's 1d2 or 1d4 or something like that.
for
Actual
Unarmed.
damage.
unarmed damage,
Yeah. I remember it's something weird.
I think it's 1d4, isn't it?
Boy, that's a
Me-
big punch.
It's let's
It's a
see.
big
3
old
damage.
punch.
Why doesn't it say? Instead of using weapon, you use an unarmed strike. To hit +4. Yeah. That doesn't tell me what die I'm supposed to roll though. It just says 3 under damage. Bludgeoning damage.
So you just like automatically do 3? Really? Oh,
Under because it
Interesting.
doesn't say what roll on D&D Beyond. It says action type 1 action, attack type unarmed strike. To hit +4, damage 3, damage type
Oh
bludgeoning.
yeah.
interesting.
I have an unarmed strike that's the same thing. So
Is that
Huh.
just so you not instead of using
don't know.
weapon? Yeah.
that's interesting. Does anybody in the chat know?
Now let's see
No.
if they can beat me to the page.
You are proficient with your unarmed strikes.
Oh god! Oh, you're proficient with unarmed strikes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
probably right. Okay. So you do you're gonna do 3 damage.
I'll just take 3. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you killed this thing.
Okay.
You punched
Um,
it in the
you-
face to
You
death.
punch it. You punch it, and now it isn't anymore. And it goes
No.
limp. It goes limp in you're holding it up like I imagine you just sort of like punch it like that. It goes limp.
I think we messed up, guys.
You hear a chorus of those yowls
Oh.
Oh no.
from maybe like the north.
Where is the house?
The house, if you remember the map, the house is sort of like on the northwest side of town. Yeah, it's sort of on the northwest side of town. Yeah. Here, I think it'll be easier. I can just sort of show you the map again if you want. Can you see it right there?
Oh yeah.
See?
Okay,
so-
and now we're at that Y intersection.
You're right
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yep. And so it's coming from the
we
north.
should get back to town.
But we might lure the cats there.
Well, where else are we gonna put him?
I toss the body into the grass.
Okay. You toss it in, and I think this skirmish with it has taken away some of that oil that was on it, some of that greasy stuff that was on it, and
Olive oil.
the olive oil. Yeah, what am I saying?
Yeah.
And the grass starts to sort of devour it. It starts to sort of smoke and sizzle a little bit. And it smells incredible because of this olive oil. It just smells like perfect. And you see the grass actually kind of fold in around it.
Yeah, that's not creepy
yeah,
or anything.
and then it's gone. Did you want to take anything from this body before you toss it away?
It's just the belt that it's wearing, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so probably remove
It was
the
just like a
belts.
naked, wet cat with a belt.
Yeah, I mean, it had like clothes. It had sort of clothes on, but kind of loose clothes without any.
I'm just
there weren't any,
imagining
like pockets or
a
anything.
fuzzy cat.
Like
with a
Puss in
belt, and
Boots
that's
from
it.
Shrek.
Yeah, that's
A
But
hat
greased up.
and a belt
big,
and boots.
big, big greased up Puss in Boots. Yeah.
What have we done?
Yeah, what have you done? Yeah, you take this belt, and it's got just several of those like sort of attached leather pouches around it that are all sort of buttoned closed, except for the one that
I
it had
mean,
opened.
maybe we can throw poison at the cats when they come.
Maybe. You hear this yowling again, and it sounds like a lot of them.
I
Let's
stand
go to
up
town.
and I'm just kind of like, I was gonna ask if what I did was cool, if I was cool, you guys, but now I don't feel very cool.
You don't feel cool at all.
It's
I
not.
don't feel cool at all.
It's not your fault.
did
it's
a good-
mine.
You did a good job saving that kid.
Did I? Did I do a
I
I
good
mean,
job?
he's not dead, so
I think
Wait
Addie,
a minute. The kid?
yeah.
We better
Jay. Yeah.
You're right. we
make
should-
sure
check
he's
on
still
him.
alive.
I think Addie crawls up or sort of like walks up to you, Pri, and says, I would like to get out of here now, please. And she just like sort of scales your back and gets back up there.
Done. And then I guess we'll go into town. Let's go after Jay.
You're going to town? Okay.
Yeah, run to town.
All right. Good. You get to town, and it's nighttime, and so it's pretty quiet. The library that's sort of around that sort of central square. It's not really a square. It's kind of a circle. The library is closed down. All the lights are off. Ron's is closed down. There's a light on inside, but it says closed on the front. There's a little sign out front. The mall, the sort of big like mall that they have, is open. You can go in there if you want. The park has a couple of lights on, a couple of like lamps, sort of street lamps scattered throughout, and you see like a couple of people kind of moseying about. The general store that's there is closed, and the post office is still open.
The post office.
There are lights on in the post office, and it's still cracking along. You don't see any sign of Jay or the other two, Zilla or Doyle, and you also don't see any sign of Alma in the gang.
So Jay's not in the diner?
Maybe we should split up.
Do you want to go look in the diner?
I think I'm going to go take a peek in the diner because that's where we
I think
said
we
for
have
them
to,
to
yeah.
go. Yeah.
Okay.
So is there anybody else on the street? You said there was like one or two people?
There are a couple of people moseying about, but nobody that you recognize.
Get into your house.
Do you know Jay?
Get out of the streets. There's cats coming.
Yeah, you walk in and they see a big old lady with huge muscles carrying a kid on her back, just sort of striding in, a furball shouting out, "Get into your houses." Yep. And a little demon with knives saying, "Do you know Jay? Do you know Jay? Do you know Jay?" And they all run for their lives. Good, because they're terrified of you.
Well,
I mean, yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, Pri, if you're gonna peek into the diner, you see Nadia sitting inside there, and she's just like doing some paperwork.
Nadia, have you seen Jay?
The door's closed. You're like peeking in, and the door is actually locked. There's like a close sign.
Okay.
It's like after hours.
All right,
you can knock if you want.
Yeah, I'm banging on it.
she looks up and sees you, and her eyes go wide when she sees you, and she turns and says something over her shoulder, and runs over and opens the door and says, "What happened, and what are you doing here?"
We're looking for Jay. I can't explain. We don't have time. There's an entire army of cats coming.
Yeah,
Which
is
may or may
Jay
not-
here?
Yes, is Jay here, please?
Can Jay come out?
Nadia says, I haven't seen Jay since their parents were killed. No. And Nadia turns around, and it's just her daughter, Clover, who you remember is one of the kids.
Oh, good.
Clover's
She went home.
Yeah,
Clover's
thank
in the
goodness.
back and is like sitting on the counter, drinking a milkshake.
Well,
And
where would Jay go to feel safe? He's in mortal danger. Let me tell you about the danger that he is in. I can tell you firsthand.
yeah, Nadia says, I don't know Jay very well. I've never talked to them. But things are bad. And if what you're telling me about the cats is true, they're about to get worse. She turns, and you can tell, like, she's like trying to decide if she should like just shut the door and lock you out. And she turns back to Clover, and Clover's like sipping away at this milkshake. And Clover says, "You should let him in, Mom." And Nadia says, "Fine, just get in here. Just get in here, all of you. Quickly, get in here." And she like peeks out at the post office and then lets you in.
Okay.
What's up with the post office?
Are you all going in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
She closes it, she locks the door, and then she pulls the shades so that all the shades are closed, and there's one that goes over the door. So you can't see in. And she says, where did you all just come from before you came to Lazy Lake? Where were you before this?
Skate City.
Skate City. Did anything happen in Skate City that you want to tell me about?
No.
Anything
No.
that may have followed you here? Anything that
Nah.
did you leave any burned bridges back there?
Oh,
Anything like that?
This one asshole goblin named Butt Creek or whatever his name is.
That's it. His name was Butt Creek. That's correct. Yeah, Butt Creek is right. Yeah.
Yeah, he sucks. And he's always popping out of closets when you least expect him. Yeah, that
Creek.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, Nadia says, still dealing with Butt Creek.
I
Nadia
legit
says,
forgot his name for a second. That was the only thing
Yeah,
that fit the same rhythm.
it's
as
good.
Dump
Yeah.
Truck. Yeah.
Dump Truck, Butt Creek.
Butt
It's all the
Creek,
same.
yeah.
Butt Creek was my father's name.
Yeah.
She says,
I miss him already.
yeah. She says, I don't suppose you happen to, I don't know, be present or active in the assassination of a head of state and a key carrier?
Wait, actually,
Did
we probably didn't. We probably didn't see that, did we? Because we'd already stepped through.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a very good point. You may not actually know. Dahlia may be the only one who knows about this. That's a very good point.
No.
I mean, I know. So here's the thing. Addie doesn't know about this.
Yeah, I hold
And-
Addie's hand immediately.
You're
And I think Addie says, "What are you talking about? What happened?"
Explain. What do you know? What do you mean, head of state?
Nadia
What?
says, a little bit ago, while we're dealing with everything that's going on right now, 2 major community members dead. Now there's a house that's on fire,
Mhm.
and I'm sure you're
Yeah.
going to tell me about that.
Well, it was haunted, so.
Yeah.
House is
She says-
haunted.
She says, well, that's fine then. That's fine.
It was 100% absolutely haunted. We did that. Yes, we will. My bad. Our bad.
Yeah. When you say it was haunted, Clover says, yeah, that is true, Mom. It was very,
She
very
gets
haunted.
it.
That,
And I was
100%.
attacked.
Nadia says, all of that's going on. And you all are apparently the people who are meant to solve this crime. That I have no idea why
We
Mealy put you in
solved
charge
it.
of that. But
Yes, crime
Because
solved.
yeah.
we're good.
Oh, who did it? Who did it?
The cat.
Who killed Argus and June? Oh, a cat. Great. Oh, cool. Yeah, got him. I know exactly who you're talking about. The cat. What? What?
I still have the belt.
Apparently Jay knows something. Jay and their family knew something, and the cat either wanted them not to say something or wanted to know, and so they were going to kill Jay. I'm guessing that Jay knows something that the cat didn't want anybody to tell it to know.
I think it's something about being jellical.
Yeah. Damn it.
No.
All right, that's
While
the end
all
of the
that
show,
is-
everybody. I'm going to go and just cry for a long time. See you later, folks. That's it for me. That's a season wrap on existence.
Jay's getting too close to being jellical.
Oh no.
They cracked it. They cracked the code.
You're talking about this cat, and then
I'm gonna look
Addie
through
interrupts you.
while all this happening real quick. I'm just gonna go through the belt.
Yeah. Okay, you're going through the belt. While you're all talking about this, Addie just says, "What happened to my brother?" You're going through this belt. You find several more vials that are all unmarked, all corked, all safely corked, but all unmarked. You find a little sheet of paper with names written out, and it just says number 1 Argus, number 2 June, number 3 Jay, and underneath Jay's name, not like linked to it or anything, but just sort of underneath the list is the word map circled several times. And that's it. That's all you find. Okay. But yeah, you're all talking about like the sort of events that have happened in Lazy Lake, but Addie is freaked out, and she says, "What happened to Romeo?" Dahlia says, milkshakes, anyone? Anybody want some milkshakes? Or
Dahlia acts as if she's waiting for this information too.
Okay.
Well,
Nadia says, right around the time when you all showed up, apparently the mayor of Skate City was murdered. There's a delegation from the Sorcerer King here right now. A flock of birds came by looking for the murderer.
were they like
so
Did they
real
have
cool?
blingy wings and
yeah, they
look
did.
like parrots? Okay.
Yeah, they did. So let me just sort of count this out for you. Nadia is like totally freaked out. She's like totally sort of overwhelmed by this. We've got several people here dead. We've got their kid apparently on the run, who's being hunted. We have an army of cats, I guess, who are following you here. We have you all doing God knows what. And now
We have the murder.
We have an official investigation from the Sorcerer King into the assassination of one of his mayors. So what's up?
Listen, I can't claim to be innocent here. I did sock the mayor right in his stupid face.
Dahlia's like shaking her head like
he was a jerk.
Dahlia's like, how could you, Crumb? How?
Okay, but that's it.
Heartless.
Let me tell you, I'll tell you that I am not.
Well, remember when we were on the train, guys? We saw an orc running off in the other direction because they had been listening to us.
That's true.
That
Yeah,
was
some
suspicious.
sneaky figure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nadia is just like, she's just waiting for answers. She's just mad.
I'm sure we got a lot of people in Skate City who'd vouch for us, like the Bolus, if you ever heard of her or them.
Yeah, Nadia just shakes her head no.
No?
Honestly, I think we should probably worry about Jay.
I agree.
I also agree. And I pull out the note that I found.
Okay. Yeah,
That-
you
That
Should
idiot
probably
was
show this
into
to
a
the
lot of
post office lady.
bad stuff. Yeah.
Nadia says, okay, but we're gonna come back to this thing about the mayor later. You want to show it to Millie at the post office. I do not think you want to go to the post office right now because it is full of parrots looking for murderers.
Yeah, but that's not us, so we don't have to worry about that.
Well, so they are under the impression that it is you. They followed you here. They're under the impression that it was you.
Hearsay.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Conjecture.
hearsay still gets people locked up sometimes. So, why don't you tell me right now that you didn't do this? Otherwise, I'm gonna walk over to the post office and tell them you're here. How about that? How about that as an idea?
I still think we should be worrying about Jay. Can you just let us out so we can go away and stop bothering you?
Gladly. That sounds fantastic. And I think Clover says, Mom, we can't let him out there now.
Look, Jay's more important than all this other crap. Or he's going to die and whatever he knows is going to be lost with him. And all this hunt down the murderer thing will be for nothing.
Nadia's torn. She's torn right now. She doesn't know what to do. Pri, I think next to you, Addie says, what happened to Romeo?
I'm not sure. But something tells me that it's connected to whatever is happening here. The only thing that we can do is figure out what's happening here, and then maybe we can have a better idea of what happened to your brother.
You know that your brother had a lot of bad friends and a lot of gambling debts, and he was often mistreating you, so I'm sure he wasn't everybody's friend.
Yeah, I think Addie says in a very, very small voice, she says, I know. But if somebody was going to kill him, I wanted it to be me.
Oh.
Talia's like,
oh.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, Precious, that's a dark road that I don't think that you want to go down, and that's something that you never get to come back from. And so you may count yourself lucky that was taken out of your hands. Let me tell you.
Is she saying it in a serious way, or is she saying it the way that, like, oh, no one can hit him but me, that kind of thing, like more out of a...
I think she's saying it in a serious way, but I think you get the sense that this is like speaking from the extremes of emotion, that she doesn't really mean it. But what she's really saying is like I know he was a bad guy, and I know that that I was often the sort of brunt of his badness. I took the brunt of his badness. But like if somebody was going to get even with him, it was going to be me or something like that. Right. Like, yeah, I think she, she's like a kid and she doesn't really know what to do with these feelings.
Right.
And, and she was just sort of the impression that like she was going on a big adventure with you and that Romeo would be there and his comeuppance would be like that he couldn't pawn her out anymore.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. Right. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't think she really means it. She's just, she's a kid and she doesn't know what to do with these big emotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to squeeze her shoulder and let her process.
Yeah, I think she sort of curls into you and just sort of gets quiet. Yeah. And Nadia says, there's some shit going on with the four of you that I do not get, but
neither do we.
Man, I don't
honestly, it's better if you don't ask any more questions and we just avoid each other from now on. Let's save Jay, keep the town from being overrun by cats, and then get the hell out of here.
I agree.
That all sound good?
Sounds fine to me. And she goes back over and sort of like peeks out the blinds and says, "There's nobody here yet," but you can hear those yowls are getting closer and closer.
If Jay's not at the post office and he's not here, then he can only be at the mall, right?
Or the
Yeah.
library.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
he ain't at the library.
I think Clover says, yeah, Jay and their friends, they're always at the arcade in the mall.
Ooh.
They always go to hang out at the arcade in the mall. That's where
Fun in the mall.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, they're at the Hot Topic in the mall. They're it's so cool there. They always get a big old pretzel from Auntie Annie's, and they go over to the
an orange
Hot
Julius.
Topic, and they split a strawberry Julius and just get into Hot Topic. Clover says, that's where we always see him anyway. You could start there, I guess.
Right.
And we will.
You guys stay in here and be safe then. And
I think
have a nice life.
Nadia opens the door, and
Dahlia just is gone.
Sort of like too conflicted to say anything. Yeah, and you just go. Dahlia
Dahlia's
goes.
just gone. Dahlia's like, have a nice life, and then just goes.
Nice. What about
but not like in a snarky way, like actually like have a nice life. There's just no real way to say that's not asshole-ish.
Yeah, right. She means it as genuinely as you can when you say have a nice life. Yeah. What about the two of you? Are you going too? You're walking right out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to say for what it's worth, Nadia, thank you.
She says, take care of yourself.
You too.
She closes the door, and you hear it lock. And she closes it.
To the mall.
Okay.
Woo!
You're going to the mall. As you pass by the post office, you hear some commotion inside. And you can't see.
It doesn't have anything to do with me. Gotta go.
Yeah. Sounds like a totally unrelated problem. See ya. You can't see anything in there, but there is commotion inside. And you make it to the mall, and it's a pretty dumpy mall. It's 2 floors. There's like a pet store down in the bottom part of the mall. There's a closed.
If they have catnip.
There's like a closed pizzeria joint. There are a couple of other places that are closed. And then up on the second floor is where the arcade is. Are you just heading straight for the arcade, or do you want to like mosey around? I can give you a more sort of detailed vision of what's downstairs if you want.
I want to head straight for the arcade.
Okay.
I'm gonna do one thing real quick. I'll catch up with you guys at the arcade.
Can I have the belt?
Sure, I toss it to you.
Yeah.
And Dahlia puts it on.
All right. It's still got all of those vials in there.
Sweet.
All unmarked. You walk up, and there's the arcade, and the arcade is actually kind of bustling. There are a bunch of people in there, and it's like a long, wide. It's a very big, kind of low room. It's pretty dark in there. It's mostly just lit by like the lights of these screens, and there's like some low, kind of crummy music playing, it's happening in there. Are you both going in?
Me and Addie are going in. Are you guys going in?
I think Crumb is still downstairs,
I'm
right?
downstairs.
Crumb's somewhere else.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get to Crumb in just a second.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm going in, and I'm looking around and trying to find any sign of them.
Okay. Dahlia, are you also doing this?
Yeah, I'll go in the opposite direction of her, so we can
way.
kind of like split up and meet around in the back to see if we can find this kid.
Okay. I want both of you to make investigation checks. And while you're doing that, we'll go to Crumb.
Okay.
Crumb, what are you doing?
Walk into the pet store.
Okay.
What's the layout? Is there one person behind the desk?
Yeah, there's one.
Or...
Yeah, there's one person working, and they look very bored. It's like a super slow night. and this person looks they're like doodling on a notepad, and they say what's a good name for a pet store? The pet store that I'm basing the pet store that I'm basing this on in my hometown is called You Petcha.
That's so good.
Oh, that's amazing. That's its name.
Yeah. So yeah, we can call it, well, I don't know. That's maybe too close. It's called
Gotta
it's
catch them all.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. It's called Gotta Petch 'Em All. And the person behind the counter is like a 20-something dwarf, and she says, "Welcome to Gotta Petch 'Em All, where all of your dreams come true. Let me know if you need anything." And she says this all in like a monotone without looking up, just like doodling.
Okay, then I'm gonna start opening cages.
Okay.
Yep. If she's not gonna pay attention to me, I'm gonna start opening cages. Yeah. As many as possible and
He's
as
just
fast as possible.
throwing ferrets into the air.
God damn it. Everywhere you go, it's just fucking chaos.
Let my people go.
Yeah.
Let them go.
I've got like 9 storylines I'm trying to fucking juggle here, and you're just like opening new ones every goddamn minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn
I
it.
will not abide by this.
We should have just let Jay die.
You should have. Honestly, it would have been a lot easier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like sit by while all these innocents are caged against their will.
Okay.
Be sent to some snotty kid's house.
Yeah. Okay. You start opening cages, and there are all sorts of animals in here. There are birds. There are small birds. There are cats. There are dogs. There's a couple ferrets, a bunch of mice, hamsters, guinea pigs, turtles, and you're just like popping them open.
Yep.
And these things, they run for the hills immediately, like right away.
Good.
Be free.
That's all I wanted to do. I just want to let everybody free, and then I'll go back up to the arcade.
Okay, you do this, and they start.
Just a small scale thing.
Yeah, it's chaos, like almost immediately. And the.
Oh, I would like to use Speech of Beast and Leaf to just kind of like be announcing to them the plan. I'm like, run, go, be free, live your lives, find happiness. They love it.
They love it.
Get in the grass, by the way, because
don't touch the grass unless you're just covered in olive oil. Okay, that's my one tip.
Yeah, that's nice. Actually, as you're doing this, why don't you make a perception check?
I'd rather not.
Today.
14.
14 is good. As you're doing this, you're walking along the aisles, maybe, and you spot a vat or like a big bucket of this product that's called Grass Be Gone. And it right on the bucket, it says protects you from prairie grasses.
Okay, so then
I'm
like,
God, is that the slimy stuff?
Everybody come through this aisle. I'll give you your grass.
He's coating the ferrets.
So as they run by, I'll just like, I just put one big swab. I'm dipping in.
I was just trying to give you like another clue to this mystery. I wasn't expecting you to like use it. But
this is what I want
the fact that you're doing it.
Now you guys can get in the grass. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to roll a perception check with disadvantage for this worker. Oh, Jesus. She doesn't notice this happening.
Yeah, that's hourly. That's wage labor.
She's like,
even if she noticed, she's not paid enough to care.
Actually, even better. The animals are maybe going out in little groups, and each time one goes out without looking up, she says, "Thank you for coming to Gotta Petch 'Em All. We hope you have a fantastic day." She's like not paying attention. All the animals get out. And
coated in grass.
Yeah, there's a little bit of this Grass Be Gone left. Are you just leaving it on the? You're just leaving it.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Okay,
let's hope.
Famous last words.
Okay, good.
Yep.
So Crumb, you leave, and
Uh-huh.
are you gonna say anything to this this person as you're leaving, or are you just gonna walk out?
I'm gonna say go back to school. You shouldn't work in such a foul, horrible industry.
She looks up and she says, "Tell me about it."
Adopt, don't shop.
Yeah. She says, "Amen." I mean, let's burn this place to the ground. Am I right?
Don't tempt
Yeah, this
him.
place this
We can
place
help
sucks.
you with that.
Yeah. Yeah, she says this place sucks, and so does the owner. See
And
ya.
so I'm like, I'm going to the arcade if you want to just kind of like, blow off work.
She says, I mean, I'm not like 13, so arcades kind of suck too. So see you later, bro.
All right, you wouldn't be fun to hang out with anyway. Then
Yeah.
have fun with that.
Yeah. Yeah, you head on out, and and you see just a trail of little sticky paw prints that head out the door. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
okay.
feel cool again.
All right, good. Dahlia and Pri,
Mhm.
let's hear the results of your investigation checks.
An 8.
Okay. Pri,
An 18.
an 18?
An 18.
Damn it. Okay,
She's
that's
so much
very good.
taller than all the
Somebody,
machines.
yeah.
Like
Dahlia's
Yeah.
like looking up, like, oh, I smell everyone's farts down here.
Pri just starts lifting up pinball machines as she goes by them. Not
Troy,
under that
where
one.
are
Not
you?
under-
Where?
yeah. Okay, here's what happens. Dahlia, you go in one direction and you walk right into a machine, one of these, I don't know, maybe a pinball machine, and you hit it hard enough that it kind of like rocks over and then slams back, and it's really loud. There's like a pretty chill atmosphere here, but it's loud
embarrassing.
enough that that people notice.
Mhm.
And any bit of like stealth that you had is gone, right? Any little bit of cover or sort of sneaking you had is gone now. Pri, you see this as well. You see it happen. But as you're sort of looking over to see what happened, you see Jay and their gang, Jay and Doyle and Zilla. You see them like sort of like crouched over in a corner, and they look over and see Dahlia and book it towards the back. There's like a back exit.
Everyone does run from me.
Yeah. Yeah. So you see this, and I think maybe at this point, Crumb is like getting to the top of the stairs, and you're sort of heading towards the arcade. What do you want to do?
Run after Jay, and if I catch up to him, I want to grab him from the back of his shirt. The back
Like
of
a
his
cat.
ironic
Like
shirt,
a
like a cat.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of cat wrangling this episode.
Yeah, you catch up with them. Right as these three kids hit the back door, there's like a back exit, a sort of like fire escape kind of exit. And they get out onto the fire escape. There's like a little sort of metal landing out there. And they're just about to go down when you come out and you catch up to them, and you can grab Jay by the back of their shirt if you want and stop them. And I think probably Crumb, you see Pri heading to the back, and Dahlia, you do as well. But yeah, you catch Jay and they're stopped, and I think like Doyle and Zilla don't realize that Jay's not with them until they like turn around and see. So they're like halfway down the staircase. And
Hello, Jay.
And yeah.
And then I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay, cool.
I have not cast this one yet. It is protection from evil and good, which is an interesting.
Oh, just protection from everything.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. That is only an 8.
Okay. And what does the spell do?
So until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, undead, etc., etc. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. Target also can't be charmed, frightened, possessed. If the target's already charmed, then the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the effect.
And so what does it mean that you got an 8?
Not
Does
well.
the
Actually,
spell? Do you just do this?
you know
I mean,
what?
does it
I might
require a roll?
actually. You know what? I might actually just do it because I'm not seeing any place for a roll.
Okay.
It just says duration 10 minutes, and that's
Okay.
it. So maybe I
So
don't have to roll.
and so Jay is just protected from all of those kinds of creatures.
Yes, only for
And
10 minutes. But
does this mean Jay won't take any damage from any of those kinds of creatures? Is that right? Is that what you said?
he will take damage, but those creatures that are attacking him will have disadvantage on attack rolls against him.
I see. Okay, I see.
Cats are not one of those creatures.
Yeah, would they? What do you classify the cats as? Because they're not really a race, are they? What are they?
I mean, the tabaxi are kind of a
Yeah,
race.
there's the tabaxi,
are they?
but these are not tabaxi.
Oh, these
you're-
aren't. I thought they
No.
were. I thought they were like cat people.
Yeah.
No, so I think tabaxi are much taller, right? They're really
Yeah,
tall.
they're like
Isn't that right?
people-sized cats.
Yeah, so these are like
Mm.
sort of smallish. They would be like smallish tabaxi, but they're not tabaxi. They're a different sort of thing.
So then, would
Yeah.
you
Okay.
classify them as aberrations or fiends?
Yeah, they'll fit within this
Okay,
this category. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Jay says like, whoa. And yeah, what does it look like when you cast this? What give me the flavor of what this looks like.
Oh, I imagine he's gonna look like a sparkly Edward Cullen for those 10 minutes. Like
I love it.
It's just the holy light of protection is like
Yeah,
embedded on
that's
his
nice.
skin like beautiful gold glitter.
Yeah, that's nice. That's
He
nice.
looks like a disco ball.
Okay. That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's great. You do this and Jay says, whoa,
Sorry.
whoa.
I just imagine how bad or maybe good it is that he'd be like a disco ball because all of these lights would be reflecting and then cats would be like, oh hell yes. You gotta
Yes.
chase those lights.
Yeah. The cats are like, oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Screw what we were doing. This is our life now. Yeah. Yeah, I
You're
think
supposed to do what?
I think Jay says what is happening? Who are you people and what is going on? Just leave us alone.
The
Just
assassin's dead.
What? Wait, what?
Assassin's dead.
You killed that assassin?
Yeah.
And then
Kind of
at-
accidental, but yeah.
At that moment, you hear the yowls again, and Jay says, "It sounds like there are maybe more assassins now." Is
Yeah,
that
there are.
also
I
true?
was getting to
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, Jay says. So instead of one assassin now, there's like more.
Yeah.
I don't think this is like not help. And also, you've just made me into they're gonna see me now. It's harder to hide now. Do you understand that? It's harder to hide when I am shining like a disco ball. Do you get that? Do you understand? This is
Yes,
not
but
helping.
we're here to protect you.
Also, you don't understand the things that are after you are cats, so this might actually work in our advantage. But besides the details of this, they're after you and they want to know what you know. So either you trust us or
Jay says-
you die.
Jay says they don't want to know what I know. They want to know where I hid it.
Hid what?
The map.
The map? Oh, the map.
How did you?
And
What did you
Dahlia
know?
gets
What, man?
Dahlia gets the note out from the did you put the note back in the pouch?
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Okay.
Dahlia, who's already rifled through everything, is like, yeah, the map.
Yeah. Jay says, how did you know about the map?
Because that's
mm.
what the assassin had on them. After we
Okay,
killed
well,
them
look,
and moved their body.
it doesn't matter. I hid it, and I'm never going to show it to anybody. I got to get out of here. Can you undo this sort of thing? Because it's going to make it harder to hide.
It will also
Right.
make you safer.
Yeah, it's gonna make you harder to hit.
Just trust
Okay,
me on this.
This is really a sort of potato situation. I don't know which way to go. I got to get out of here, like right now.
Right, meow?
Not right now, Crump.
Okay. I think Addie holds up her hand like for a high five on that one. Yeah. Bam. Yeah.
I'm back.
Jay says,
Gonna
all
let
right,
you
all right,
die.
I'll give you that one. That was pretty good.
Uh-huh.
I gotta hide And I think Zilla, who's furthest down the stairs, says, guys, and you see down, so this stairway sort of does like the cuts down and then cuts down the other way and then ends on the ground. Around the stairs, like coming around either side of the building, are many cats, many of these like sort of smaller tabaxi kind of people, like the size of the assassin, and they're all wearing the same kind of gear.
Has anybody seen
Do they have
the Cat
poison
Returns?
belts?
Yes.
Yes.
From Ghibli?
Yes. This is
I'm
exactly
imagining
what I'm imagining.
the
too.
procession.
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Oh, you gotta watch
So
that. It's
good.
Yeah.
one of the
Okay.
best, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
They all have similar belts,
Oh boy.
and they're all carrying daggers or,
I was
or, like short
really
blades.
hoping to poison the cats. I guess that's
Damn, Dahlia.
Yeah, there's like like six or eight coming from either direction,
Oh.
and they're starting to swarm around the bottom of
Is
the.
You know how like in malls they have those chain gate things that you can pull down to like
Oh, in front of the shops?
Oh.
yeah, in front of the shops? Can we like throw this kid inside the somewhere and then pull the thing down?
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
throw him behind
cat
me.
force
so he's back in
field.
the arcade.
Okay. Yeah, so basically the way that this mall is sort of operating right now is like half of the businesses inside are open, and so they don't have their sort of grills down. The other ones already do have it down. They're already sort of like locked up for the night.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you're throwing him back inside the arcade, he's gonna book it. He's gonna start running in that direction. Or they sorry, Jay uses they pronouns. They're gonna start running
Well,
back
we
into the
toss
arcade.
all of their kids into the arcade, which
Okay.
notable. Wait, is there a way out from the back
The front.
there?
The front, yeah. So you're like you went out the back entrance, or like the sort of fire escape in the back.
Oh,
So you could head out the front entrance now.
So we
Do you know
should
what I'm saying?
follow. Yeah. So
Yeah, you're like
because there's
you are
like an
currently
entrance
like
to the
outside
mall.
of the mall. Yeah,
Okay.
right. You're like outside of the mall right now, on the
Mhm.
outside of the building. Jay and their friends are now like back inside the mall, inside the arcade. Does that make sense? Yeah.
So we okay.
Yeah. Are you booking it back inside?
We should probably keep up with them. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
mean,
get that
Stand
map.
our ground here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He knows where the map is. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. They're
Let's follow.
like 14 or 15 of these cats coming up.
Yep. Let's follow Jay.
You
Okay.
guys, I don't wanna hurt all these cats.
Then let's
I
run.
really don't. I don't like hurting.
I don't think
cute
that's what's gonna
animals,
happen.
But
Yeah, you run back inside, and Jay books it through the arcade out the front, and just starts like running down the hallway. And you can hear them saying, "Oh shit! Oh 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 shit!"
Yep.
And from as you get out into the hallway, from down below, you hear a familiar southern twangy voice say, all right, fly boys, let's find them.
Oh boy.
oh.
Oh boy.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
You again, eh? Yeah, so Jay is just running, and you're sort of passing place after place. Jay looks like they're gonna run down the stairs. There's sort of like a two path stairway that goes up from the bottom floor, and then it's like a ring of businesses around the top. It's like two rings of businesses, essentially, top and bottom for this place. Jay looks like they're gonna run down those stairs and head out the front entrance. That looks like they're bearing in that direction. What do you want to do?
Not let Jay out of our sight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
We need to like
are they
we've
running
got to
towards
figure
the
out.
parrots?
They're running towards the parrots. Yeah, you can maybe
Let's
like look
grab
over.
him.
You can
Can
look
we
over
grab
the.
him?
Yeah, you can grab them if you want. Yeah. You can catch up. Yeah, Jay says, what are you doing? We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here.
Can you give the memory like a payment? Give the memory to someone else.
Jay says, I could, but why in the world would I trust any of you? What? That seems like a very bad idea.
I almost died for you. You know how painful almost dying is?
If you don't have the memory, then they're not going to be after you anymore.
I got all the coolness knocked out of my body.
They're like sort of looking around, and you can hear Rick of Bling Wing fame downstairs saying, "Fan out, boys," and you can see the parrot starting to sort of move out into the various businesses, and you also hear the back door of the arcade bust open, and people like shouting in terror as these cats come in, and Jay looks freaked out and like they don't know what to do. They don't know how to respond to this. And why don't Dahlia, you're making this pitch? Why don't you make a persuasion check or a persuasion roll?
Okay. I get a +2 to persuasion somehow.
All right. Let's say you need to beat a 10.
I got a 19 plus.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Jay just immediately trusts you. They look in your eyes and think, you know what, those are trustworthy eyes, and I want to do it. This is good. And says, they say, okay, all right. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who's going to take the memory?
Sure.
Dahlia?
Dahlia's pitch.
Okay. All right. Jay walks up and I think they sort of grab your face and pull you close, and you sort of touch foreheads, and you get a couple of memories. You get one sort of like core memory, and then a couple associated with it. The core memory is of Jay in the basement of a house, their house, pulling up a floorboard and putting like a rolled up tube down under the floorboard and then pushing it closed. And you can see that the way that this floorboard comes up is there's a sort of discolored floorboard, maybe 3 over, that you have to sort of press down hard on, and it'll pry this one up, right?
Okay.
So you can see the map is there. There's also a couple of memories associated with this. One is a person that you have never seen before, or a couple of people that you've never seen before, but that you know are Jay's parents, Argus and June. And Argus is coming back inside with a packet of mail in his hands that he had just gotten from the mailbox, and he throws it unopened. He throws it into the fireplace. And he turns to June, and June says, is it starting already? And Argus says, I think so. And then another memory is Argus sitting down across the dinner table from Jay, saying, some of them are still loyal to me. Some still remember.
Wait, hold on. Okay, who said that?
Argus.
Argus said, some of them are still loyal to me.
Some of them are still loyal to me. Some remember. Okay.
Does Argus happen to look in my memories like a weird half?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, so you get these memories, and Jay says, you've got to protect the map. You've got to protect the map.
What does it lead to?
I don't know. My dad never told me. He just said that they couldn't get the map.
Okay. I'll protect it.
And then Jay turns to Doyle and Zilla and says, y'all are good friends. And then Jay turns back to you and says, nobody's going to know that I don't have the memory anymore. So I'll buy you some time. And then they take off running in the other direction. And they pass right by the arcade and run into the next store, which is like a kind of like a big
Claire's.
box department store. Yeah, sure. Like a Claire's or maybe like a JCPenney or something like that.
Okay.
Like a department store. And they just run inside. And these cats, this like herd of cats that comes out of the arcade sees them and chases them inside to into the JCPenney's or into the
horrible.
whatever it is. Yep. And
That's horrible.
and Zilla and Doyle stand there and they don't know what to do, and they decide to chase after J2. They're going to.
What?
Yep.
I mean, we gotta go to that house, right?
Fuck that. I'm going after Jay.
You're going after Jay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
All
kill
right.
some cats, I guess.
All right.
God.
Okay. All right. So this
you know
this
what?
can be
You
our,
know what Dahlia does actually? She just
Yeah.
screams, "He gave the memory to me!"
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think it does anything. I think they're too
Damn,
far
okay.
away, and they're
Damn
yowling like
cats.
crazy.
Someone get a
Um,
tuna can and just go doot 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 doot.
Yep.
They're running up. They stop. They go, wait a minute, snack time, and they turn around. They come back. Yeah. Okay. This can be our last scene for this episode. You run in and you see that Jay has like they're like up on one of like the little platforms where like mannequins are, and they've got they found like a couple of things that they're like holding the cats off with, maybe like, I don't know, like little stands that the mannequins were on or something. They're like sort of holding off these cats, and the cats are like sort of prowling around trying to find a way in. Zilla and Doyle are engaged with a couple of these cats on the sort of peripheral of this battle, trying to like fight their way up to Jay. And Jay sees you come in and says, I was buying you time. What are you doing?
Saving your ass.
Um,
And I throw a dagger at a cat.
okay. So here's the scene that we'll end on. There are 15 cats in this
Oh
room.
my god.
They see you come in and they're going to engage with you. Next time, the beginning of next session, you will have, let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
I have a lot of trouble.
You're going to have some trouble. You will have 6 rounds to save Jay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
dang.
All
You're going to have
right.
6 rounds of battle to save Jay. And so I'll let you think about it for the week, how you're going to do that. Okay.
Boy.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh man.
Cool. So that'll be the end. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Holy crap.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Ah, please.
Yeah. One of you is just going to start doing like a spirit bomb, and it's just going to be like
Yeah.
the next.
For
The
the
next
next
9
20
episodes.
episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's-
Just one of you is just in the background doing spirit bomb.
It's gonna be Crumb.
Yeah, it's
It's
absolutely
100%
going to be Crumb.
Crumb.
Yeah. Just a slow building scream of
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
all been there.
All right, cool. Well, we'll see
Yeah.
you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right, bye.